Welcome to the I Am U Ministries Live, where faith meets real life stories. Join us, Reverend Dr. Latanya Rainwater and Reverend Dr. Elizabeth Rainwater, as we journey together through personal experiences and testimonies that uplift and inspire. Through the power of God's Word and the extraordinary journeys of ordinary people, we're here to remind you that you're not alone. Tune in for encouragement, empowerment, and the love of Christ. Without further delay, here is another episode. And we're back. It's I Am U Ministries Live, the podcast, and I'm Reverend Dr. Elizabeth Rainwater.
And I am Reverend Dr. Latanya Rainwater.
And today we're talking about online dating and dating relationships. This is a topic that a lot of people have been talking about and have their opinions about, and we want to give you our opinion. And this is strictly just our opinion and our own personal experiences. So here it goes. So stay tuned for this episode.
So let's get into the topic today: online dating versus traditional dating in the public. So online dating, my opinion of it, versus versus traditional dating, just going out meeting people in public. So the way I look at it is, I do not think the people are different by no means. I think you can still come up with the same type of people, are a good batch, good or bad. So either way that you go, depending on what you like or don't like, you can end up with either one.
Well, the thing about that is that when online dating, people can be anybody they want to be.
Yes, absolutely.
They turn into a chameleon. They try to match you. And I mean, there's just so many different things that you would not see if you were out here in the public dating. You know, I just think that people try to match you, and if they're not trying to match you, it's like they sitting there with this clipboard saying that I'm checking off all these boxes. This is what I'm looking for, and they don't care about what you're looking for. It's about what they looking for, and half of these people, it's not even really them across that screen. I mean, they could put a very nice picture, and they might would have looked like that a couple of years back, but it's for sure that in the 2000s. They don't look like it no more.
You know, that I think that's very interesting. You know, when I look at online dating and the type of people that's on there, I look at it as like I'm going into a store, and here's the sale people right here. I got a bunch of salespeople. They putting all these great qualities about themselves, so they say, and I'm looking at, okay, check. I like that. Okay, I might want to talk to you, kind of thing. Swipe left, swipe right, goodbye. You know, all these icebreakers and everything, and then one of my favorites is on some of these dating sites is that oh, wait a minute, this is the basic package, the free one. You can't see what they look like, so you got to pay maybe 50 or higher kind of bucks to even see what this person look like and even message them. For some reason they can message you, but you can't message them back. And one of my favorites is that people always go for people that are younger, older people approaching you. Oh my Lord, have mercy. You got people 70, 60 years old approaching people in their late 30s or they late 20s, and you're like, come on, that don't even make no sense. Be like, I'm waiting on you, girl. But anyway, I just think that I think online dating, it gives you an opportunity to really select who you want, versus out in the public. You might bump into somebody, you might have a casual conversation with them, and you can't swipe left on that. It's either you don't want to talk to them or you do want to talk to them. And I think with online dating, just like Dr. Elizabeth said, is that they can be anything that they want to be, including you. Really, At that point, I think a lot of people that get on that online dating, sometimes we in a world now that we the now kind of movement a little bit. I want it now. I want to get up in Burger King and I want my food now. I want it hot. And unfortunately, that's how it is kind of like online, is that okay, I can just pick somebody, you work out, then you don't work out. I'm dating about 10, 20 people up there. And I think it's gotten a little bit kind of ridiculous, because you think you have a genuine connection with these people, and you're really not. You're really not, because they can be talking to Becky, Susie, April, and everything else, and you really don't have no clue, because this is your first time being up there. So you like, no, I just want to talk to one person. I don't want to talk to all of these people. And it's just the fact of how much information you put on that online dating. They got you putting a lot of crazy stuff up there about yourself, and that's very dangerous.
I mean, and when it comes to online dating, it's really the waiting game as well. So they give you all these selection of people that you can choose from, and whether they decide that they're going to write you back or send a smiley face or wink or whatever they want to call it back, or send like she said, what's that other thing?
Icebreaker.
Yeah, the icebreakers. That was the stupidest thing I ever seen in my life. I never seen so many people not want to have a genuine conversation with a person. Just keep on sending icebreakers. Like, okay, what kind of house did you pick? Oh, you picked this lavish house. Well, I picked this shack. And we ain't gonna match up because of that. I mean, they were doing silly stuff and didn't want to talk to somebody. So then you had to be like, okay, well, you need to go on ahead because you're wasting my time. Then you get other people that are up there, they're just talking to everybody. Just talking to everybody. This nobody was talking to me. So I just decided that since I saw you, I'm just gonna talk to you and waste your time. And because they weren't coming up out of that computer. They weren't gonna come out in public or nothing like that for a lot of them. Then a lot of them didn't look like their pictures. I mean, I got a story for y'all. So I was one of those types of people that it was for a lot of people, when it comes to dating and online dating, they look at their age and they say it's time. I need me somebody in my life. And they look at their age. Well, I wasn't looking at age. I was looking at time. And I was looking at time fly. And I was just like, well, I don't go anywhere other than it was church, work, and home. And so it's like, okay, you're not meeting anybody out here in the public. So I was like, well, we ought to try this. It was either that or it was what was the other one?
Speed dating.
Speed dating. I was sped on out of there. I mean, that probably would have been a better solution than spending all that time. It felt like an eternity. It felt like an eternity. And sadly, we weren't even on there that long, but it felt like an eternity. All these things happened, and it was just a shame in such a short period of time. So that's why I say that, in my opinion, online dating is just it's the worst. I mean, I had the most trashy experiences in my life. I couldn't even make them up. I mean, like, I was talking to somebody up there, and the only reason why they talked it to me is because they just didn't have nothing else to do. They didn't have nothing else to do. And not only that, they they thought that because I'm African American that I'm exotic. And I'm like, I'm not a piece of fruit. I'm not a piece of fruit. I haven't lived in a different country or anything like that. I don't come from a different country. I'm just American. I'm just black. But to them, because they were of a different ethnicity, they felt like, oh, you're something different. I haven't dated your race before. And I'm just like, that's rude. That is rude. I mean, sure, you want to know that whether or not somebody has dated your race before because you want to know what you're up against, but you don't want nobody being rude like that. And that was really rude. And this person, for the longest, I was just like, okay, you sitting there talking to this person for a little bit, and before they get weird on you, and you're like, okay, well, when we gonna see each other across the screen? Like, we ain't even gotta see each other in person until we feel like we're comfortable or anything like that, or if we like each other through the screen, because you see somebody through the screen, if that's really them, then that's what they're gonna look like in person, and you hope.
Elevate your connection with God like never before. Introducing the extraordinary I Am U Ministries Institute, where personal and spiritual growth are empowered. Whether you're aiming for self-improvement or to earn a certificate and a diploma, or just to increase your biblical knowledge, we've got you covered. Our courses are conveniently accessible from the comfort of your own home. Join us at the I Am U Ministries Institute and embark on a life-changing educational journey that will deepen your relationship with God. It doesn't matter if you're a stay-at-home mom or a thriving entrepreneur. We have something tailored just for you. Additionally, at I Am U Ministries Incorporated, we offer exclusive mentorship programs for military personnel, students, and those seeking biblical principles for psychological well-being. Don't miss out on our captivating literacy programs for children, complete with engaging activities, fascinating stories, and the opportunity to have us as motivational speakers.
But but I was telling this person, I was just like, okay, well, when I'm gonna see you? I'm not ready to yet. Okay, you weeks and weeks and weeks go by. And I'm like, out of curiosity, did everybody else that you talked it to, did they see you? And he like, yeah, they saw me. Yeah, we did a online date, and I'm just like, why won't you do one with me? Well, um, some of them didn't find me to be the most handsomest man. I said, well, do you look like what's in the picture? Are you the same person in the picture? Yeah. I said, well, what's wrong with this situation here? If when they talked to you once or twice or whatever and stuff, they didn't want to talk to you no more. Well, like I said, I'm not the handsomest man. I said, well, I think that you look all right. I mean he must have but you guys, he must Photoshop or something, because he had like this off Keanu Reeves look. And so what happened is, when he finally did decide he gonna get on the camera, I looked across there and he said, well, first of all, he wrote me and said that he gonna get on the camera. He said he running late. He said, I'm coming though, because I know you want to see me, so I ain't even gonna wash. Funky. I didn't go
I guess
wash.
I ain't in it. I'm not in person, so I don't have to worry about none of this.
I'm like, he like, I ain't even gonna wash. I'm just gonna get there. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, I'm getting on there now. The thing ringing on in. And like, yeah, I just got from work and everything like that. Here I am. And I'm just looking, and my eyes just got wider and wider. And I'm just looking at, you see, go to the screen. I'm like, what happened to that person that was in that picture and the person that I'm looking at here? And I'm like, I'm not superficial. I ain't shallow or anything like that, but I know good and well he looked like nothing in that picture. And it was scary. So I know what he meant when he said he wasn't the handsomest man, because he was right on that. He scared me. He scared me. He scared me. I looked across there. This man was up in a basement. He was like in the basement somewhere, like he was in a dungeon or something. I don't know if he sought that up just for me. Good old me. But it was quite scary. We sitting there talking. This man that had absolutely nothing to talk about. Then we hear this thumping on the wall. He's like, oh, that's my mama. She taps her foot on the wall when she want me to come up. I'm like, she wants you to come up like you lurch or somebody? Like, this is weird. I said, go on to your mom, please. Go to your mom. Go on to her. Go to your mom. You sure? Oh, you so nice. Go to your mom. Please do. I mean, needless to say, that right there, that was the end. I mean, that was really truly the end. I mean, I can't make stuff up. I mean, he looked at like, he just looked scary. He looked real scary. Looked like he had this scary, this undescribable. And I couldn't make that up. And it's sad that somebody would sit up there and, number one, waste your time. And number two, sit up there knowing they're not really interested in you. That's what he did. He looked across there at me. He knew I was already African American. This man looked across there at me and he wasn't really wanting to talk. And it was just a complete waste of time. I'm sitting there trying to talk and stuff, and then he trying to call himself maybe talking. And I'm like, what is this? But, and then, after that, then I just sat there looking. I said to myself, is this what they have up here online? And you can get some more. I mean,
I think when it comes to the online, it's that it's a very lonely road. Very much so, because if anybody does anything up there, harassment or anything, there's nobody that really care if that happens to you. You can report it all day long and nobody really cares what's happening really too much on there.
And they say that they did a background check on all these people, and I don't believe that that's true, because some of these people that were up there, they get up there and they be talking to you like for 30 minutes or so or less and be like, let's get off here.
Yeah, that's another dangerous thing for anybody that's, old or young. Please be careful, whether you in person or whether you online, especially online, be very, very careful, because like I said, you get this mixed bag of people, and they whole purpose is to get with somebody and take them right on off of that site. You be like, I don't even know you for a week, and you want to get off this site, and you want to become my boo or whatever you call babe, boo, whatever it is that they say nowadays. But it's just plain out crazy. Be safe. Don't get off of anything, especially you don't know this person. Take the time out to see who this person is. If it doesn't feel right, don't continue on having conversations with these people.
Oh yeah. Most definitely, because a lot of people up there, like I said, a lot of them you find out that they've been up there for years. Just roaming through there, going from women to women. And I mean, even women up there, women to women. I mean, yeah, women to women, men to men. There's a jungle of people that you don't even know. You don't know what these dating sites have on there stuff. You're looking for men. They could have women up there. A man looking for a woman. There could be another man up there trying to talk to him. They could be all kinds of things up there. And you just like, what is this? I said this here. Who is this talking to me?
Yeah. And I noticed that too, is that the qualifications, the criteria is that you check off. Not all of them are met or are acknowledged.
Mhm.
You be like, what is this? I said my state.
Mhm.
I'm getting people from New Mexico,
Jamaica,
Alabama, all these from different
and they want you to
from me.
move,
And
and
they
they're
make
like,
it
you need
seem
to move.
they make it seem like you asked the most difficult thing,
Mhm.
and it like your population is very much small in your neighborhood, so you got to go out of it.
Mhm.
Quick story that I had. There was this one guy. Um, I said hello to. I liked his profile. I was not interested in him, no capacity, and I said, hey, I like your profile. I like what you stand for. And automatically this man thought I was trying to get with him.
Mhm.
And like, how are we gonna get together? I'm like, huh?
Because see, friendly, the friendliness, and it's an online date site. So whoever go over there and say something to somebody, then it's not like when you meet somebody out here on the street or in the store or anything like that. If you go up there and you're kind to somebody, then guess what? They're gonna say that, hey, this person's interested in me. And usually people wouldn't, click on a site, not a site, but on a profile, unless they wanted to get to know the person or date them stuff. But we're just friendly people, so we be, hey, how you doing? We don't know nothing about online dates, so we just like, hey.
I think in a sense we did not understand it. I think when people get on online dating sites, a lot of times they're just tired of what's going on outside. They dated a lot of people, have not dated a lot of people, and think they want to take their chances up there to find a true love. Good luck with that one. That sometimes it do work, and sometimes it do not work. And I think the thing of it is that you get so desperate in such a way and so lonely in such a way that not just you start off with one site, but the next thing you know, in 2 or 3 months, you on 10 sites. I just gotta find them. Or find her who whatever gender you are, whatever you're looking for. But you know, it's it's a very dangerous thing, to get to a point where you're so lonely that you bypass what these people are saying to you and how they reacting to you.
Finish their story.
Which one?
The one you were talking about.
So I think this guy was from Baltimore, Washington, something like that. And so he was talking well, how are we gonna get together? I said, huh, excuse me? No, I just like your profile. I'm not trying to approach you in that kind of way. Wasn't interested in that kind of way. And he said something rude, something real nasty, and knowing me, I can't take that. I'm sorry. I'm really nice, but at the same time, I'm not gonna stand for anybody being rude to me. And I said something back to him. Then all of a sudden he snapped out of it. And oh, it's very nice to meet you. And from that moment, every time I got up, that's another thing with these dating profiles, is that nothing is private. And they know when you're up there. And whether you want to continue talking to them or not, they just really literally stop stalking. And I had that happen to me multiple times. Is I be up there, and it could be because maybe the online dating company might have sent something to me, and I looked up there, and they thinking that I'm talking to all these people. Hey, the instantly pop up when I get in. Hey, what you doing? Good morning, good night, good evening, good afternoon. All of these things, they stay up there until you get off of there, and you be like, man, this show is creepy. Is this person kind of trailing me? I had this one guy. Oh, y'all, wait for it. So I got a story for you. So in this story here is that I seen a message come through, still not understanding the online dating environment or the platform itself. It was kind of funny. And so I see a message come through. Hello, greeted me by my name, which typically all those mans up there, they never really actually greeted me by my name, being like, girl, you so honeycomb delicious. All kinds of things. But this one in particular greeted me by my name. And I said, oh, okay, well, that's nice. You can acknowledge my name. Well, how you doing? And something else. And I'm like, okay, well, yeah, this age group. This person was 30. they put on their profile that they're 34 years old and my sister's age at that time. And I'm like, I'm like 3 years older than you. I don't know. I could be nice and say, hi, how you doing? I'm doing good. And that was my thought. And I said, hey, how you instantly, just that quick. Da, 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 da. And talk to the person and okay, well, what do you do? Well, I do music. I'm a music teacher. And then and I live in this state. You talk a little bit more, y'all. Then all of a sudden, I live in your state. Huh? You said you live in this. I said, how the weather over there? Because over here it looked like this here. Oh, the weather fine, just like your weather over here, girl. And, and then, oh, I don't do music. I didn't say I did music. I didn't say I did a music teacher as of right now. I do construction work. Girl, I thought that man was up on the pole somewhere, doing construction work, utilities and something like that, because that's how he made it seem like. I'm like, oh, that's weird. And then all of a sudden, this man had an obsession with saying good night or good morning. He made it his business to say good night or good morning. I didn't know this man from a pot and a pea. And I just didn't. I'm like, okay, well, okay, that's nice, but it became a control thing. Good morning, good night. Write me good morning, write me good night. Um, Biblical stuff. I like to learn. I like to learn about God, and I can use some help with scriptures. Send me some scriptures. And like, huh? And all these things. Kind of find out, y'all, this man was not 34 years old. This man was 41 years old. 41 years old. And he put on his profile 34 years old. And I finally got that out of him. I'm like, excuse me. I said, why you put 34? Well, sometimes it's kind of confusing up there. I don't know what I'm doing. I might have accidentally put it up there, or maybe the system changed it. And come find out this man been on this site for years and even more. And I mean, this man was cuckoo crazy. He was cuckoo cocoa puff crazy. And to the point that I mean he tricked me into getting my phone number because I want to see who this person is that was doing that. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't know how this work or anything like that. Okay, well, give me your number, so if it doesn't work, then I at least can tell you that okay, I didn't leave you hanging or anything like that. So I didn't think nothing of that was stupid on me. When that man got my phone number, he didn't stop ringing that phone at all. I mean, he could talk to you 5 minutes and then come back in the 20th minute and be like, oh, I want to talk some more.
I can attest to that.
He get on the video camera, y'all, and then get off of it and talk another additional hour on the phone, y'all. It just didn't make any sense. Be like, okay, well, I'm trying to be nice, okay, like you know, well, you have a good night, you know. Let me know when you go to sleep so I can be the last thing you hear. I don't want to hear you. But you know, this man had the audacity to, this is how crazy they can be up there. And you know, I found that a lot of them have the same stories. I'm divorced, I got kids, or this woman cheated on, I'm going through some things, and they're the same stories. And I'm like, golly, all y'all got the same similar stories, but this man in particular, he baked the cake. This man one time I was talking to him on the video thing, and this man because I got off of on the video chat, he because he got mad and he fell that he slipped down the stairs. He chewed his mother up, and then he called me talking crazy. I can hear the car. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, what in the world? this is crazy. And then a man told me one time that he would take a key to defend himself and just jab it in somebody's throat. I said, "Oh, you very violent." I said, that's kind of crazy. And one time he said he was talking about what kind of women he liked. He was talking about, I like straight hair Indian women that got straight hair. My grandmother was Caucasian, and if your hair wasn't straight, she didn't like you. And I said, well, you like that? Because I sure ain't got no straight hair. No. And one time he told me, this was crazy, y'all. He told me that he like a woman that looked just like his mama. Talking about her size, her shape, and everything, looked like his sister, thin in a way. I said, there's some incest going on over here. There's some freaky stuff. And one time this man came on camera and he act like that was his house. Now, y'all be very, very careful, because not only was this not his house, it was his mama's house he was living in. He rented that one room, y'all. And then he had like a music room, obsessed with it. And this man said his daddy was crazy. Said his daddy was crazy. He was obsessed with his mother. And if he seen his mother again, he'd kill her. And he said, I got some of them same car there. I said, no, you don't, because you ain't got it with me. Well, how can you always say when I talk about future, anything that I know where when you talk like I'm not in that picture. You're right, you're not in that picture. I don't believe in paying for anything. I believe in well, maybe she could pay for some stuff. What? This man secretly sabotaged. If you went any place with this man, my sister could attest that. You went any place with this man will hang back to make sure the bill get paid first. Or if it wasn't that, he wanted to make sure that whatever activity you was doing, that you did not do it, because he didn't want
this man. He was stressed. He was stressed about going somewhere. He was stressed about eating. Any little thing that we wanted to do that like we do in general, he was pressed about it. Okay. I remember one time we went bowling, and we going in, and wind blowing and everything like this, and we walking in, we talking, and we thinking he right up there with us. He hanging back. We ain't made it to the door, and he already walking slow. And we get to the door, and we get up in there and stuff, and we get up there to pay, and he's still back there. Mm-hmm. He's still back there. I mean, like, it's all right if you don't pay for, to go to this, but at least pay for yourself. Okay, because this was like round 2. Okay, because first time he came out with the family and he hung back, and I paid for that guy. And he was looking all sideways then too. Then the next time we went out to go bowling, he hung back then too. Yep. And I was like, I don't get that. I don't get that. How you gonna hang back like that? And now, he got my phone number. He got my phone number because he knew you like my number too, y'all. You like my little sister, and I really care about you. Yeah, he called me complaining about her. Complaining about my sister, talking about some, I'm just not used to this. No affection. Let me tell y'all. I'm like, we looked up the word affection. And so I'm like, oh, how you doing that? Love, kindness, compassion. That's what affectionate is stuff. No, he going our whole list. Okay, he wants to do. He talking about he wants some hugging. Oh, my mama said that. You gave her a massage.
That was weird too. They had a very, very weird relationship. It almost was like he was the man. Like he was her man. Like he was her man. And it wasn't normal.
It was weird. And not only, but the crazy thing about it is that he called me complaining, right? And I told him, I said, look at here, man. we Christians. I don't know what you is, what you into, or whatever stuff like that. But there'll be no massage. They ain't gonna be nothing. Nothing of the sort that's outside of the lines of respectful, So I don't know what you whining about. I'm pretty sure Latoya told you ahead of time what's what. And I don't care how many times you whine about it, it ain't gonna happen. Well, my friend, they laughing at me because this, that. Well, first of all, I don't believe in taking, your relationship and just spreading it around to everybody that you know and stuff like that, telling things that you talking to that person about. And that's what he did. He just take it and just tell everybody about it and everything like that, and then come back whining about what they said to him and then and all that stuff. I mean, he was trifling.
Now let's be
He was
clear.
trifling. He get
We was
on.
not in no relationship.
Yeah, he get on there, and like she said, we didn't know how to go in incognito or anything like
No.
that. But this man, he get online one day, all you can see is his face in the email that he peeking in their profile. He looking. And so one day he called, he like, I don't talk to Tanya. I said, well, Tanya don't feel good today. Like, man, all this calling and stuff that you're doing, but she don't feel good today. She really don't feel good today. Oh, well, can I just talk? No. And he like, I said, well, also, by the way, man, did you go in her profile stuff? Because it showed that you looking in there. I said, you don't really need to look at no profile because you already see her in person. You already ate our food. You didn't come to our house. You done went out, hung out with her stuff. What you doing in there? Oh no, there must have been a glitch or something like that.
Well, that glitch happened multiple times. And on top of it, what I also noticed that was weird is that this man kept changing his age, like on his profile constantly. And I think it was to catch people even younger. Come to find out, when finally was able to get rid of this person, because he just would not get the hint. But come to find out, this man was on multiple sites, and I don't know what all he did, but it had something to do with young people. And I just don't know. He was very dangerous, to sort of speak. Something was about him that wasn't wrapped too tight.
He definitely wasn't wrapped too tight. I mean, and then I mean, when in the beginning, when he was acting like he was all put together and stuff like that, then he was like, "Oh, I got a friend." He said he got a friend that he could introduce me to because I was just having the hardest time online and stuff. People wasn't talking to me, and if they did talk to me and they sounded crazy or whatever and stuff like that, I wasn't having that, so I wasn't gonna talk to him. And so he like, yeah, I got a friend that you should meet. This friend was not interested in nothing, but they just sat up there. It's like it was sick. Like you wanted to waste somebody's time on purpose. You wanted somebody to pump you up. You wanted somebody to cater to you. You wanted somebody to sit up there and just waste your time. But what was crazy about this is that this man would be like, oh, we all need to get together. We need to do a double date or something else, so then I can meet you and stuff. I ain't never meet this man, but it's because the one she was talking to, he sabotaged it. He got to thinking, right? So first of all, he wanted me to get to know his friend, but then he got to thinking because he saw I had a strong personality and a strong character about myself, and he knew I was gonna tell it like it is. And so he got thinking about that, and he's like, uh, you know, I forgot to tell you that my friend he smoked weed. And
he drank.
and and
all kinds of things.
he not the best kind of person or whatever. I said, why would
But
you
yeah,
try to
you
put me with
recommend.
why would you try to put me with somebody like that? And if something don't turn out right, me and him, we do music with one another. It's gonna hurt our relationship and stuff. So you gotta I don't think that'd be best. And I just I guess I gotta work with him and stuff. Well, his friend did something. Now, his friend had got some food. He took him some food. He ate it and stuff. And the man, he just wasn't saying anything. He wasn't talking. He wasn't talking. And when he did talk, then he'd be talking about something that he doing or something other, something stupid. And so I told him, I said, look at here. I said, seem to me like you going through some stuff and that you got some problems, stuff like that. So we can just, we can just be friends or whatever stuff like, cause you ain't like you ain't coming out. You're not gonna hang out, you're not gonna come out, you just lying and stuff. I said, but that's fine, I said, but let me tell you, you should never waste anybody's time.
Mhm.
And you should be respectful of people and stuff, and so yeah, and I told him, I said, I'll pray for you, we good. And so we went to go hang out with the one that my sister was talking about that was crazy. And so we went to the Cheesecake Factory, which he didn't want to go to it because he's just stingy. He was stingy.
He was very much stingy.
And he was stingy. And here's the funny thing about it is that I didn't know what it was, but okay, for his birthday, I gave him a bunch of gift cards and stuff. So he was using them everywhere. So then he didn't have to pay for nothing and stuff. And he was using them for himself, mind you. And he looked like
he said, thank
you. He said, thank you, sis. He said, thank you, sis.
This really helped out.
Yeah, I just remember that you gave me a card.
It was not high. This really worked out for me in my meal. A meal that he could. This man was a pain.
He was, but guess what? Let me tell y'all. So that thing that he did there, right, y'all, he decided before he got to the car to ask me, have you talked to, you haven't talked to my friend, have you? I said, funny you mentioned that. Yeah, I have. He said, oh, really? Because he was sabotaging stuff. He like, oh, really? I said, yeah, I did. I said, I told him, I said that, we cool. I said, we cool, you ain't gotta come out, like back in the day, like Usher, you ain't got to call. We good. I'm gonna be okay. I said, it's all good. And I said, I told him what I said to him. And the more I told him what I said to him, he looked like he was finna faint. Like he was finna throw up. He was all sick. He was holding himself like, oh. He said, please tell me you didn't tell this man that. Please tell me, please. I said, yeah, I told him. I was smiling about it because I knew that he sabotaged stuff and that he was saying all these things. I said, yeah, I told him that. And he was like, oh man, he gonna be mad at me. Oh, he gonna do this to me and do that to me. I thought for a minute they was in a relationship one up.
I think the thing with him in particular is that he saw that man as his meal ticket. Because the reason why I say that is because every time I talk to this man, and he did not want to work. He had a so-called job that he can go in anytime he want. That wasn't true, and all he cared about is music, but.
He didn't care if he got
do
paid.
The things,
it was weird for somebody that loved music. He was like, he didn't care if he got paid. I don't care if I just play it. I don't never get paid for nothing. It's just that I just love music. I'm like this here. This what I believe is this here is that you got bills and stuff to pay. You gotta live. You gotta be able to survive and stuff out here and stuff. You got to work. And we was working 7 days a week. And I'm like, I'm not working to sit up here and take care of you or anything like that. And it's my sister. We not for your breakdown. This man, he always talking about how if I break down and I'm not able to do anything. And my mama, she take care of my stepdaddy. I'm like, oh, so you're gonna have a purposeful breakdown.
The world is as challenging as it is fascinating. And if our children are going to survive and thrive, there'll be a lot of things they'll need to learn. The Etsy Shop, ELR Shop, sell educational items for kids that will inspire and educate. They have digital coloring books, puzzles, grammar practice sheets, alphabet workbooks, and much, much more. They're perfect for parents, teachers, and homeschoolers. ELR Shop on Etsy also have lots of digital items that you can download and use right away. Watch the wheels in their minds turn as they face new challenges and and puzzles. They also offer affirmation cards as well as greeting cards to inspire the adults that are having a positive impact on children. Find them on Etsy. Just search ELR Shop. That's all one word. ELR Shop on Etsy. Every day is a season of life.
Yeah, I cannot stress the level of craziness we endured on these online dating sites. Because when you take the time out to try and get to know somebody, is that you really don't allow them to ever rush you in that process.
Yeah.
And in this particular case, that's exactly what this man tried to do.
Yeah.
He didn't want to work, and you would cry if that's what he would tell me. You would cry if you saw how much I made. I don't care how much you made. That's between you and you. They don't got nothing. You're not paying my bills. I'm not taking you. So I looked at it as, hey, that's you. If you want to make more, then get out there and find another job and do something different. And my dad said, okay, well, they had over there in the system. At the postal system, why don't you try that out, man? You don't have to specifically come over here with me because I don't want you over there. But won't you go ahead and interview? When I tell you this man, like, he was interested in it, but he made it seem like somebody pushed it on him. When he said, I want to find another job, do you know of anything like that? And you give him that information, like, do whatever you want with it. This man went back crazy. He went in depression mode.
Yeah, crying and
over the
stuff, talking
fact-
about his mama said that if don't go doing something that you don't want to do. You love music, just do that.
But
because I know you're
making
gonna
it.
fall apart. You're gonna fall apart if you just go out here and do a 9 to 5.
I think in that family, I think they wanted him to remain the way he was, lazy. He was very much lazy and did not want to work a job. He said multiple times if he could not do nothing, then he would do just that. But I just think this man went back crazy. I mean, he shut himself in his own room. Then he had a private conversation with his mother and stepfather. Now, this man ain't never sat down at a table with them at all. They were not the most warmest people ever. There was just something off about these people. But please be careful, because I'm telling you, between me and her and these experiences and anybody else, is that you have to pay attention to everything.
But the thing about it is that it's like we were saying, is that you can end up jumping from one site to another. And that was my case. I talked it to maybe two people on one site, and after the first one I was telling you about left. They just got up off there because they excused themselves from me because they did not want to communicate. Well, this other person was communicating with me, and they were just counting up the time. And they're like, hey, I've been talking to you this long and stuff like that, and I want to do this. Okay, I want to see you across screen. I have no problem with seeing somebody across screen. I talk kids across the screen. Before I will not talk to nobody across no screen. But because I talk kids and stuff, okay, fine, then I can do that. I want to know who this person is and stuff. And they seem to nice. But here's the thing about this one, this next one, is they matched my personality a little bit good. But the problem was they were rushing me. They were rushing me, number one. Then number two is that it seemed more like a friendship, and they just couldn't take that was a friendship. And that's when people get ugly. They get ugly. They get to telling you that you're not ready for no relationship. And if they're not telling you that you're not ready for no relationship, you get to tell them things about yourself so that you can see if there's something that you can deal with or whatever and stuff. Oh, well, you need to get that fixed. You need to change this about yourself and stuff. I mean, and it was this crazy. And, like I said, is that I couldn't take that site no more. And it's a popular site. I couldn't take that site no more. So I went somewhere else. And when I went somewhere else, then I was talking to somebody. And they came over there and they talked it to me, and it was real nice. And it was like, it's supposed to be a Christian site. And so I was over there, and this guy came over there and he was talking to me, and you could not tell that anything was wrong. And then he goes, well, let me back it up, y'all. Before I leave out the first site. So this one came after all these people, right? So there was a third one. So this one came, and he was real nice, and he said he's a Christian and everything. We were talking about the Bible. He like, oh, you're a strong woman of God, blah, 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 blah. And he talked and he talked and he talked. Oh, this dude is nice. I'm like, I'll tell you, I found a nice person, just a talking and stuff like that. I said, this is really nice. I said, and he's like, oh, I don't believe in this and I don't believe in that, you know. And I was like, that aligned with me. I'm like, wow, this is great. And I was just so happy and stuff. And then I was like, I like this. And then we were getting along to that third day. Then that third day, this man write me, he said, I don't think we're gonna work out. I said, I only been talking to you for 3 days. Like, what did happen here, man? What has happened here?
In a
I said,
visible relationship.
I understand. I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get it. He like, I really like you and stuff, but it ain't gonna work. We unequally yoked. I said, what do you mean? What do you mean we're unequal? I said, I'm not understanding what you're talking about, because we've been talking about God and everything. Oh, well, I got problems. I got problems. I don't want to drop my baggage off on you. So all of a sudden you smoke weed. Yeah, you ain't got the greatest job, which I ain't your judge or whatever stuff. I ain't marrying you. I'm not marrying you tomorrow. I don't know you. And I'm just getting to know you. And then yeah, I just got a lot of problem stuff, and I haven't been in church in a long time stuff, because my job, I couldn't get off or whatever stuff. I said, couldn't you say that from day one or something? I said, something else wrong with this situation, man. And you ain't telling me the truth. Now, God done put in me, like, I'm the lie detector. It went beep, 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 beep. I said, this ain't the truth, man. I said, tell me. And now people will waste my time longer than 3 days, but I felt like after all them them 2 people that I talked to, I felt like I talked to 1 million people. And I'm like, 3 days? I felt like you talked to me a year. Like, you ain't gonna waste my time. Tell me what the real problem is. We're not gonna work out because I got HPV. I said, what? What you say? What you say to me? And mind you, this person, they still cross screen, so y'all ain't gotta worry about me, because I don't believe in fornication, number one. And number two is he was crossed that screen. And when he said that, I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I was like Arnold on what's that show?
Different Strokes.
Yeah, Different Strokes. I was like, what you say? I said, what did you say? And yeah, I got this. And I'm telling y'all, I had to go look that up, because I ain't out here like that. I ain't out there like in any kind of way. I'm like, what is that? What is that? I'm like, you got sexually transmitted disease. I'm like, hold up. So I turned into a therapist. Like, what happened here, man? Like, we ain't gonna get together. Like, we ain't never getting together, ever. So, but I do want to know your story.
Lord.
I'm like, what happened, man? What happened? Like, but I said, first of all, man, you know you wrong. Okay, you taught me for 3 days, and you knew you had that coursing through your veins and all that stuff like that. What right do you have to be up here and go with somebody, don't tell nobody nothing? Did you tell everybody else you were talking to? No. But I liked it, you, so I told you. Like, no, it ain't why you told me. You told me because I serve God, and you ain't right. And that's why he told me. But you weren't coming out of this computer. That's what you ain't know. You were coming out that computer. And so I was like, I said, that's wrong, man. You need not do that to people. I said, because that's wrong. Because if you did find somebody that you really wanted to come out of the computer for, then you wouldn't even told them. Oh, yes, I would have. No, he wouldn't have. He would not have told them nothing. And he would spread this disease, because this man didn't mind being with people. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, that's nasty, man. Like let me tell you before I go on, that's nasty. And stuff. And I sure reported him, but I'm pretty sure they still let him sit up there, because that's what they do. I told him, I said, look here, there's a person up there, and y'all better watch out for this stuff because this person has the potential of spreading the disease. I'm not gonna sit up there and allow somebody to just tell me something I go on scot-free, you know, because I ain't no fornicator or nothing like that. But I'm not gonna just go on like, oh, thank you, God. I'm going on. That's wrong. I think that if you know something about somebody, you should tell it. It's just like my sister, she reported that man. Like, because here's the thing is that at least somebody told about these people. I mean, you don't want nobody to get harmed and stuff out here. I mean, like I said, is that you gotta be careful. And like I said, then I went to another one, which I should have stopped it right there. But I went to another one because I'm like, nah, they gotta be some good people out here, you know. Maybe there was just problems. So I went to, I was on this other one, right? So I was on this other one. Here go this guy. He talked to me and he like, oh, he said, hey, first of all, this man thought he was being catfish because he like, wait a minute, I saw somebody else that looked just like me. I said, you probably saw my sibling. Well, she ain't up here. Like, she ain't even up here. Like, it wouldn't let you get rid of your picture. Watch out for that too. Yep. Won't let you get rid of your picture. Won't let you get rid of your information like that. So a face was still there, sadly. Face still on these profiles.
And then sometimes those profiles, they can open up new they take your information and put it on another profile that you never was on.
And people just write you. You like, why are these people writing me? Like, I'm not on there.
Still to
this day, I'm not even talking to anybody on there. I'm not talking to anybody on no date sites. I'm not doing none of that, you know, just waiting on God. And all these emails and stuff, I gotta go block. But yeah, on the second site, I went on the second site. The second site is supposed to be for Christians. Went on this one, and I should know what Christian up there. And went up there. This man get up there. Some of them, a lot of older people get up there talking to you and stuff. Oh, I'm trying to get from this point to this point. Like, they talking to you for the littlest of time. And they talking about, yeah, you know, you at the top of my list. I want you. You sitting up there 3, 4 kids, and that's fine if that's what somebody want. But I'm a single person, and I ain't got no kids. So what do you think somebody gonna tell you? That I don't want no more kids? I got 4 or 5 kids. I got 3 kids. I got 2 kids. Half of them don't want no more kids, and they'll tell you that too. I don't want no more kids and stuff. And you try to get from this point to this point, try and marry this person so they can sit up there and raise your kids and spend all this time with you and stuff, and have absolutely nothing that matches the dream or the vision for their life. And you gotta watch out for that, turning what God has for you into something else that somebody else has for you. Just because you want something, you turn it into something that's not what God had for you. And like I said, is that this man come up there and he was like, hey, beautiful, which that ain't my name, but that's okay, thank you. But you know, I'll take a compliment. I'm not gonna be rude or anything like that. And so he come up there and he was talking to me, and this man said, would you have something against somebody that is in a wheelchair? And I said, no, I don't have nothing against nobody that's in a wheelchair. Well, what you gonna do about that? What are you gonna do about something that happened in somebody's life that they can't walk or anything no more? Nothing. So he's like, would you be willing to get to know me or whatever stuff? I'm like, yeah, I can get to know you. I said, I can get to know you. I said, but if I find that we're friends or whatever stuff, then I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you that. And I said, can you handle that there? I'll get to know you, but can you handle that we could be friends? And yeah, we can be friends. We talking and everything. And then this man like, yeah, you know, we're getting along real good and stuff like that. I love to be able to talk to you on the phone because I think that we can connect better if we talk on the phone. I like a nanny give the man my phone number. Come like he a nice person. I give him my phone number. I couldn't understand what the man said because he said he had something wrong with his voice, said he was raspy or whatever stuff. I think there are a number of things this man lied about. And I think because he talked it clear when he wanted to. And when he didn't want to, he talked in a way where you couldn't really understand him. And I think he was lying. And this man one day, he was talking to me. Now, mind you, he said he was crippled. And he showed me these pictures and stuff like that. He in a wheelchair and stuff like that. And then one day he was talking to me, he's like, yeah, we was getting along and everything. Then he was talking to me, he said, yeah, yeah, if we could watch a movie and everything, and I can come and sit right by you. That bypassed me. Okay, I'm like, oh, you gonna scoot the wheelchair over there, right. Okay, I get it. Okay. Yeah, yeah, we sit right by one another. Okay. Then when it bypassed me, you just went on past my mind. Then he says, then later on he talking to me like, I'm going to exercise. I said, yeah. I said, well, first of all, okay, if somebody got with you, okay, you said that you can't walk or anything like that. Can you tell me how would somebody take care of you? That's important, first of all. If there's anybody that you're with that you love or anything like that, or that you come to like, and they got something, an impairment or anything, you need to know how would you take care of them? How would you be able to tend to their needs and stuff? And so I wanted to know. And so he told me. And then I was like, okay. And he told me what he was capable of doing. And then one day this man said he'd go on exercise. I said, oh yeah. I said, what kind of exercise you do? He's like, I do this and I do that and I do this and this and that. And then he said something strange in there. He said something strange in there. He said he'd do something other. And that took a lot of strength and stuff like that. And I said, man, it was something funny that he said that he'd do. And it was something that it was just impossible. And I said, how you gonna do that? How can you do that? I said, you got somebody helping you to do it? No. I said, but you said you can't walk. Oh, what I meant to tell you is that I can walk. I said, what? I said, what you say? And I'm telling you guys, I had paused from that conversation. I literally threw that phone. I said, I know he didn't. I said, I know he did not do this to me. He said that, yeah, I can walk. Said, yeah, I can walk. I said, so you mean tell me, let's say that I went to go hang out with you or whatever and stuff like that. I'm thinking I'm meeting somebody that's gonna be either in a wheelchair or needing you talking about that you need all the assistance and stuff like that. And you mean tell me you to walk right up to me? Yeah. Yeah, I can walk. I just got one problem, one toe. One toe. One toe. One.
Wait a minute. You in a wheelchair for one toe?
One toe, he said. He said one toe. I only got one. I only got a problem with one toe. One toe, y'all. One toe. Yeah. It's just one toe. Sometimes it goes numb on me, and I use a cane to walk. I said, let me tell you something. So you was talking about you gonna slide over there with me. What you really mean is that you was gonna get up and walk over there with me. Darn, that give me a heart attack because I'm thinking this man can't walk. I said, man, that's wrong. I said, you filed for that one. I said, did you tell any of them people that you was talking to that you can actually walk?
No.
No, you the first. I said, Jesus,
we're the first again.
I said, Jesus, thank you. I said, thank you, Lord. I said, this man a liar. I said, thank you. I said, these people sitting up here and they're telling me. I said, you saving me. God's saving me because these people are telling me. And they didn't tell nobody else before that they could do these things. Okay. And I'm like, thank you, Lord. Because, let you go out with somebody and then bam, you're going to get hurt. Because this person acting like, I'm just family oriented and I can't do anything. So if you get out there with this rough looking individual and they looked rough too. You get out here, that's Diamond, y'all. So you get out there with this rough looking individual, which they looked rough. They showed me updated pictures and stuff. They didn't even look like the cute picture that they showed. And you get out there with this person and you probably ain't gonna come back home, and that's sad. You ain't gonna come home. Do y'all know how many people go missing in the ATL? A lot of people. And I'm just saying that this is wrong. These people sit up there and they put on an act so then they can get with you. It's sad. And I'm just saying, story after story after story. 'Cause I don't know. 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 I don't
As another powerful episode comes to a close, we want to thank you for joining us on this transformative journey. If these stories have touched your heart and inspired your faith, don't miss out on future episodes. Subscribe to the I Am U Ministries Live on your favorite podcast platform and stay connected with us. Together, let's continue spreading the love of Christ and making a difference.